Hey guys, Clark Cat here, and today we're going to be playing Plague Inc., but we have infinite DNA. Oh, and our starting country is 100% infected, but that's. So we're starting off with like 1 billion people infected, well, 1.5 billion if we go in China. So we have infinite DNA, like, there's no reason for me to even collect these things. We're just going to be doing all the special modes that I have unlocked so far. Sadly, you can't unlock special modes with infinite DNA applied. So, like, look, I can just do whatever I want with my stuff, because there's nothing I could lose. So, yeah, I'm just going to get every single thing that will help with transmission, and I'll get my symptoms soon. So it's just going to spread pretty quick. They're working on cure. That's not a problem because I have infinite DNA, and if I fail this, then I'm very disappointed in myself. So yeah, alright, we should be fine. And again, there's no reason for me to be collecting these like little bubbles. It's just satisfying. So why not? Yeah, alright. It's getting a few mutations. Did I just say mutations? Okay, whatever. So yeah, I'm just gonna send the plane off to places that aren't infected, and let the rest of it just infect on its own. And yeah, then when everything's infected, I'll just win. Just Morocco and Greenland left. So I'm gonna send it to Greenland, and Morocco got itself infected, so now I'm just gonna let it spread, and we should pretty quickly have won. So yeah, okay. I'm just going to upgrade, like, every symptom now. So, here we go, just everything, like, this, has a lot of weird stuff, like, stuff that isn't in the normal modes, and, yeah. It's so much that it's just ... DNA points. And the funniest part is, in the third thing, like, with the apes, there's, like, it gets to the point where something costs, like, over 20-something thousand. It costs so much that it gives me like plus 10,000, but it's just crazy. So you'll see that later on when we're in the ape level. So stick around if you want to see that, or if you just want to skip ahead, then I recommend that you watch the whole thing. But if you really want to see the apes and you don't really care about the rest of the video, then go ahead and do that. But yeah, so here we go on to round 2, which is Necrovirus. So we're gonna have like extremely buff zombies. So yeah, Mega Brutal, because why wouldn't I do it on Mega Brutal right now? And the game is loading. So I'm again gonna start in China because that has the most people in it. So I'm just gonna upgrade the transmission a ton. Like everything I can get upgraded will get upgraded. I didn't get water too. Okay. There's not as much that you could upgrade in this as there are in other things, but there we go. That's all that we could upgrade for now. And I'm just gonna try to infect more areas, as you can see. So yeah, obviously with the max transmission, it's gonna infect pretty quickly, so it shouldn't be too long. I'm just gonna still have to devolve that stuff because people can still shut down airports. There's a way that you can make it so that they can't physically make the cure and they aren't able to shut down airports and stuff. But I have that on, like they could still make the cure and do all that stuff. So yeah, there's no way for me to be fully like invincible. But I think that I'm good enough to be able to, not lose this with infinite DNA. It is pretty hard on just Brutal, but I mean, like, it took me way too many tries than I'd like to admit, because it likes to mutate a lot, and it costs stuff to unmutate it. So I'm like trying to unmutate it, trying to infect everyone before it gets all over, and I just couldn't do it. It took me so long, and it's really about luck when you don't have infinite DNA. So we just got a few places that we still need to infect, and then we'll be ready to turn everyone into zombies. So it looked like there were 3 places we still needed to infect, and that just got infected, so now there would be 2. So yeah, now there's just 1, which I think is Greenland, and they still haven't shut their borders, so we could still take them out. I'm just gonna get everything, like at this point, I'm just going to get the zombies, and I'll probably horde them over to Greenland. So, their severity is, like, full, already done. And I'm just going to, like, buff up all their horde stuff, like, to make them go faster, to make them stronger, to make them... And I'm just going to start off by, trying to revive some... I'm going to try to get people in Iceland to get infected, and I'll bring the people from Iceland over to Greenland, since Iceland is the closest place to Greenland, and now Greenland is infected. Nice. So yeah, now we're just done. I mean, there's nothing that people could do anymore, since every place has, zombies before they could set up ZCOM, and I have infinite, stuff, so I could just repeatedly, like, revive zombies. Like, look at all that. Wow. That's insane. But, yeah, so, the Heat Deleter has destroyed humanity. I think that means that that's it. Yeah, we've consumed humanity, there's nothing left. And then, this is the funny one, that is coming up. Bunch of angry apes, but with infinite DNA, so they're extremely angry. Like, very, very angry apes. So, yeah. Let's get it started up and just try infecting the world now. I'm just going to start with all that drug resistance stuff and that. Now I'm going to upgrade the transmission. As usual, just get it maxed out so that we can infect as quickly as possible. Yep, already infecting very quickly around China. And I'm going to speed it up now. There, now we're going. Got Australia already. Nausea mutation. I don't really want mutations yet. I want to get more places infected as usual. So, yeah. Alright. It's obviously going to infect pretty quick when it has, pretty much full, infectivity. Well, yeah, is what infectivity means, so obviously it would. But yeah, so, again, I don't need to pop these things to get because all they do is give you DNA points. It's not like if you don't press it, then they won't get infected, but it's just satisfying to press them even with infinite DNA, so there's no reason not to. Also, the reason Morocco tends to be the, last place you infect, if you, on a lot of the time, is because the closest area is that seaport, down in, I can't really point it out, but, the seaport around where it is, and there's no, airports anywhere near it, so it just needs to travel by land, unless you, do something like the fungus pathogen where you could just, send something at it, or something. But yeah, so, the apes are now gonna be intelligent, and I'm just gonna buff all this up, and, yeah, then the apes will be very strong, and all smart. Also, neural enhancement, it's it says that it makes humans smarter. So when I first saw it, I was like, why would the humans want to be smarter? But then I realized, if you upgrade that 3 times, then the next thing is total brain death. So, understandable. Yeah, also the campfires are what ends up costing, so much. They're already costing, and I'm pretty sure they, double every time, and they're already costing 500-something DNA. So, it gets, a lot more, and it's just crazy. It's hilarious, really. So, yeah, already at 1,000. So, obviously, you wouldn't be able to get this many campfires in a regular game. Not infinite DNA. But we have so much stuff right now. It's just, it's minusing so much that at this point, for putting one down, we get about 8,000 DNA, plus 10,101 DNA. It's just ridiculous. So that's what I was talking about earlier, if you watched the full video, and instead of just, skipping through, which is fine too. So, yeah, that's what I was discussing earlier. Yeah. Global action against apes, agreed. I don't really get the point of apes in this mode. They're cool if you have infinite DNA, but, what do they really do? Like, just slow down the cure research, I guess? Yeah, I guess that is what they do. Alright, makes sense, actually, I guess. But I think that every ape in the world is now intelligent. Maybe plus a few that got bonked and are now dead. So, yeah, because people apparently want the apes dead, which is understandable, since they kind of just all tried to end humanity. But the apes won. Nicely for them. Or probably not nicely for the humans. So I'm just going to finish up, finishing off people. Now the lethality is as high as it can be. And we're just going to finish off the last few people. And we are going to win. So, yeah. I love how in this one they're claiming that it turns people into zombies. But, that's the last one that we did. But yeah, I think that you have bigger concerns than it turning people into zombies. But yeah, so thanks for watching. Bye, and see you next time.